Yes, dear student, this is in continuation of the previous video and where I had taught you that how does the first and second law of motion, Newton's first and second law of motion are together in working with the Newton's first and second law of motion. It means see what is the use of applying first law and second law together. Understood or not? So for that we have to simplify. Either I have to find out force, I have to find out acceleration. So this is the use of applying first and second law of motion together. So see what is that. So first of all I told you that you have to decide the system. A systematic algorithm for writing equation from Newton's law of motion is the working with the Newton's first and second law. So it means this is simply you have to decide. This is the algorithm you have to do first, second and third step. I told you that first of all you have to decide the system which is under the observation. Suppose it is like this: A, B, C, D, E, G, like this. It is made up of so many systems and these are the pulley. So first of all you have to decide whether you are talking about the system A, system B, system C, system D, system E, system G. Understood or not? So why we have to decide it? Because see, the force acting on B is different, force acting on A is different, force acting on C is different, force acting on D and E is different, force acting on G is different. So it means first of all out of these all system you have to tell about the, you have to search about the system, which system you want to study. Understood? So this you have to decide first. So whatever is asked to you in question and that you have to opt. Understood? One by one. Understood? So either they are asking to you about A, they are asking to you about B, they are asking to you A and B together, they are asking to you AB along with C, they are asking to you about C. So whatever they are asking to you, so first of all you have to decide the system which are under observation. Then you have to find out in second step, identify the force. You have to identify the force. So which force is working, this you have to decide in the second step. So see what you have to decide. Suppose this is the example it is given to you, and in this case how many systems you can observe, or how many particles or how many systems you can this. In this system I can observe there are two particles. One is this man itself, a body, man, and another is what? The weight on his head. There are only two body or two particle on this system. So see, on these two systems, first of all I have to decide whether you are talking about man or you are talking about this body. So this man is connected with the earth. So this man is applying its weight or his weight on earth. So earth is applying what? Upward force, that is called load, is what? Upward. So earth is applying, as the load is being applied downward, so earth is applying force upward. The second is, so it means the man is experiencing what? Force due to earth. The man is experiencing force due to weight, force due to weight of this, and this man is experiencing force due to the friction between earth and man. So man is experiencing how many force? Three force. One is due to this mass or due to this weight, and second is due to earth, and third is due to friction force. Is this clear or not? So like this, so three force are being experienced by the man. So friction force always working in the contact which is also in what? Upward direction, which is always in upward direction. So which is applying what? Force. Floor is applying friction on the man. What about this body? This body is experiencing how many force? One is due to this man, one is due to this man. So man is applying force on the object what? Upward. And another is the earth is applying force on this mass downward. The earth is applying force on this downward, that is weight of this body is working downward, and man is applying its friction force upward. Understood or not? So there are two forces experienced by this object and three forces are experienced by this man. So you have to identify how many forces are working on each and every object. On the previous example, suppose I am talking about the C. So this C object is experiencing force due to A. C is experiencing force due to D. C is experiencing force due to its weight downward. C is experiencing force due to friction upward. So like this, you have to find out total number of force on that object in the second step. This is called identification of force. In third, this is very important now. After knowing that how many forces are working on the object, so for all these forces, you have to make the free body diagram. What you have to make? Free body diagram. See the table is shown to you in the previous example. The boy is experiencing how many force due to earth? Which one force? Downward. That is called weight of the man. And floor is applying normal force, which is what? Upward. That is called what? Electromagnetic force. The load is also what? Downward, which is downward. But load is experiencing only two force. Earth is applying downward force and boy is applying what? Upward force on this load. So these are the total force experienced by whom? Load as well as boy. So I am saying that free body diagram. Now you have to make free body diagram. So always see whatever forces are given to you, try to make them in a plane, because mostly they will be given to you in a plane. So all these forces whichever are working on the object, they are called coplanar force. So for these coplanar forces, what you have to make? You have to make free body diagram. Understood? So free body diagram. So I am telling to you with the help of example. Suppose this is the man who is pulling this mass M with angle this theta. So how many forces are working on this object? Because I am observing this object, not this man. So this is under observation. So see, one force is working here, that is called pull. The pull, this is called tension. Tension is working in this way. The mass is applying force downward. The earth is applying force, friction, gravitational force upward. So how many forces are working there? There are three forces working. So it is shown to you, that is pull of the earth, M into G, vertically downward. Contact force by the table. Table is applying force upward, vertically upward. Pull of the string T. So this rope is pulling it. So how many forces are working? Three forces. So first of all you have to identify, then you have to mark them. Then third case, you have to make what? Free body diagram. And free body diagram always you have to make, or you have to try to resolve that into two axes only, x axis and y axis. So this I am showing to you the last topic. So this is the free diagram of the previous example. That is the tension T, this is the normal force, this is the weight of the body downward. So after this, what you have to do? You have to try to resolve all these forces along y axis and x axis. So this T I will divide into T cos theta and T sin theta upward, and this mg is downward. So mg I have to find out y axis. So mg will become how much? Minus mg. It will become minus mg. Then after you have to apply first law of motion. So what does the first law of motion says? So this is shown to you, that Newton's law of motion. So that is T cos theta is equal to m into g. That is T cos theta is equal to this much. Let the body is accelerating in this x axis. So because I am pulling it, so that is T cos theta is equal to m into a. Now upward force along y axis. Along y axis, how many forces are working? N is working there. T sin theta is working there. Minus mg is also working there. But is there any acceleration? क्या body ऊपर को जा रही है y axis को? नहीं जा रही है. So what will be the total force? 0. So what can I say here? Along y axis, applying Newton's first law, that is n is upward, T sin theta is upward, m into g is minus m into g is also upward. So their sum should be how much? 0. Why? Because there is no acceleration along y axis. So this is all about the resolution. So you have to try to understood this topic and go through the example which I am giving to you along with this. Thank you and have a great day.